You may be thinking, Jay, what the hell are you doing? But my answer to that is, uh, not finishing. Ugh, why can't I speak? I really need a script for half of this shit. Uh, my answer is, I'm too lazy. But regardless, I'm going to make a tier list on the Sparks of Hope. Is it because I'm coping so hard that I cannot use Sparks? That I just want to use slash talk about them? No, absolutely not. I was actually like I actually saw this Reddit post. Yes, I use Reddit very very rarely, but I saw this Reddit post about a tier list and it got me thinking. You know what? I basically completed everything, and I'm pretty experienced with the game, so I may as well just give my thoughts and go nuts. So here we go. And yes, I saw the Reddit post at 8 in the morning. I really need a better sleep schedule. But anyways, and yes, I'm doing this at like in the fucking morning. Very classy of me. But anyways, we're starting off with I forgot his name. Starburst, right? Yeah, just top tier, pure top tier. Just boosts damage like by a lot. Like it 60%. Yeah, both regular attacks and movement abilities. Do you know how absurd that is? Especially with sparks that only give attack and only sparks that give movement abilities? That's absurd. Not to mention, yeah, it just gives a flat damage with like some abilities. Well, they count as weapon abilities, like the hero sights and the hero sights, the storm blades, the counter blows, all that. They're basically just added on boosted damage, essentially, which is very absurd. So yeah, no, there is no reason for this to be top tier. Like the only case you can argue that you don't use it at is the defeat Dark Messiah's one. But even then, you can always like find a use for it because you do need if you don't like using Rabbid Luigi or Princess Peach or Rabbid Mario, then you could Rabbid Mario is always good, but is always good, so you're just gonna use them anyways. But if you don't like using Princess Peach or Rabbid Luigi, then and if you just need to take out enemies, then this guy is good for you. Next we have um what is this one? The Aqua one? Aquanox? Aquanox. Um this this spark is definitely interesting. Like you get splash damage on your weapon of choice. And this can be used in many ways. With Rabbid Mario, you can just splash them away, but you already have move anywhere, that ability where you just move anywhere after attacking, so it's kind of just eh. So, you know. But there's also Princess Peach, which is really good with this. Rabbid Luigi can cause chaos with this, and like make hero side abilities go off, actually. Like, this is one of the few that, the gust attacks can make them go off, but like, if you're like say you're on high ground and you need them to like be lifted up just so they can be like seen by the hero itself that is not named Luigi, then you can essentially just Mario is the only other one. And like he does get get multiple sites if he does kill in one go. Kill with one shot. So I mean, more than the maximum amount he usually gets. So Mario broken. Okay, not really, but it's. I mean, splash damage in it of itself, it's really good. I mean, the splash effect, not damage. Like the only things you're not going to be hitting are like the reef sliders, the reef sliders, the reef stooges, and what else? What else? Oh, and like the super bosses. But even then, that's not that many. So you know, pretty good, pretty good. Next, yeah, you're top tier. That like, there's no question about it. Like fortify is a good ability. Exosphere, that you he comes with edge, and honestly, it's definitely a great addition to the team. Like you take 55 less damage for 2 turns. 2 turns. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculously good if you're trying to like hold out. Like especially if you have Rabbit Peach because she can just heal the damage. She can just willy nilly heal the damage. So yeah. Plus, pair this guy with Rabbit Luigi, and you just take no damage whatsoever for 1 turn. Literally none. Like unless, well, you can still reduce damage if you're going against Magic Koopa, but still, because Magic Koopa negates Rabbit Luigi's weaken effect when they use their own turbocharge, which is also which is, dear God, no. Like we go against Magic Koopas, we experience this shit. It's painful as hell. But anyways, yeah, just Exosphere good, only countered by Magic Koopa, really useful in a lot of situations. Next, oh boy, yeah, this is gonna fall down here. Well, it can be argued that what reflect can be basically, I mean, what good is it with what combos with it well? Well, Rabbid Mario combos with it if it decides to activate it. Though it's only for 1 turn. And like, well, like let me see what attack master. Hmm. Well, you do get a boost of damage, but like, is that it? That's it? Okay. Wait, no, it reflects 60% damage, but regardless, that's it. Yeah, I'm just looking at level 4s and 5s right here from the what's it called? The last Spark Hunter DLC, because can't look at it, have to look at everything. I forget what's part of the last Spark Hunter or not. Anyway, so, but regardless, actually I'm pretty sure I can tell. One, two, three, four. Pretty sure 4 new ones were joined in, so But yeah, this guy is. It's hard to utilize him for like, unless you're like speedrunning and like you are intending for, unless you're like, no, not speedrunning. Who the fuck would use this for a speedrun? Unless you're intending for like enemies to hit some tanky boy, just for them to like take back damage, just so you can chip away at the rest of their health. But even then, it's risky. It's not only risky, but like you don't get any like defensive value. Like you get attack master, but in reality you should get like physical protector from this instead of attack master, which is honestly pretty bad. So yeah, it's very, very, very situational. I mean, it's useful on Rabbid Mario because, well, you just deal 100% damage back with one what's it called? Freaking counter blow. But you only get 2 charges of those and one of this guy, so it it gets very situational slash, I mean, it's very low niche, but it's very situational in all aspects. Next up we have Aqua Dash. Aqua Dash is pretty damn useful. I'll just leave. You are very useful. Like you can activate hero side abilities. You can knock enemies off of the out of bound. I mean, just push en- push enemies out of bounds for out of bounds damage, and lots of and for move enemies into the open. Yeah, all sorts of things. I would put I can put you above here. Very useful in all situations. Still can't really move reef sliders and all that, but still pretty damn useful. High, pretty, very much deserves to be up here. Next we have Aquaquake. Is it called Aquaquake? I can't remember. Yeah, it is Aquaquake. Um, area of effect splash damage that splashes everyone away, which interesting, but it has to go here. Outclassed by these two alone. Like, I mean, sure, you can move into the middle and just splash everyone for pure chaos, but and like it's we. Mm, I mean, chaos is good, but strategic chaos from one of these two is better. You know, I mean, you're getting like the best of one world when you could have multiple worlds here. Well, multiple worlds from this guy, but and you can essentially do the same thing with this guy if you have like Princess Peach or Rabbid Mario or Rabbid Luigi even, but eh, it's not really worth it using this guy because it's outclassed by these two. Well, this guy mainly, but it could have its use, but but still, Aquaquake is kind of just meh. I mean, it the splash effect is really useful though, so it stays a niche. But you know, next we have Frostbite, niche as hell. D- Look, Frostbite is pretty good. I'm Cryobolide. What the fuck is that name? Sorry, but it's I mean Frostbite. It's a pretty disgusting ability against your heroes, not against because you don't have cleansing jump in this game in Sparks of Hope whatsoever. So unless you have Princess Peach's well, nah, I don't think those do not do shit. But regardless, well, actually, you have immunity idols. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure the effects stay even if you use one. But yeah, there. While it's good to like, it's really look. Frostbite is douchey against your heroes in this game. But anyways, frostbiting enemies has its effects. If it's against wild claws, it's really good. Like especially if they're like in range in the range, they could just charge at you and smack you in the face. But you do realize you could just use these too. But anyways, yeah, this guy is pretty niche, very niche. Like freezing an enemy is not bad. There are definitely some things that are there are definitely some what is weak to cryos? Is it the squashettes? No, I don't think so. Wait, no, yeah, they are weak to that. And regular snipers? I don't know. Regardless, regardless, the things that are weak to this, it's not really worth it because like you can just get raw damage from this and vamp, which I'll very much get to at the end. But you know, it's nice knowing that ice is in this game. Like honey, and well, it's pretty much outclassed by stone. because it basically stops enemy entirely. Plus, you can get stoned with rabbit rabbit get a group stoned with rabbit Yoshi's. Can you? I don't remember. Whatever. Wait, no. Rabbit Mario's hammer. You can get a group stoned like that, just very easily. Just immobilize them for a turn, like completely stop them from existing for a turn. But I'm getting off track here. This guy niche. I'll skip ahead to Cryo Dash, which it's definitely it's an option to say the least. I mean, it's better than wasting a weapon slot. Well, what what actually does resist this guy? It's actually hard to tell what resists frostbite. Does pretty sure I know like one of the wild claw. Yeah, the one wild claw you would want to keep away with frostbite is immune to frostbite. So it's not really that good against the ice wild claw. But this guy, this guy, what fucking arguments can I make? Like it's just another dash damage thing. So eh. Oh yeah, you also get immunity to frostbite, but like Princess Peach can just not have Princess Peach and damage reduct. By the way, if you take zero damage, you're immune to the super effect, which is absurd and funny, but mostly absurd. So there's a new thing you learn about. But anyways, yeah, these two are basically in the same tier. Just covers niche, but there could be some changes with these two for sure. I mean, I know you are always good because you can basically hit almost anything with super effect damage, but this guy hits everything, so you could go lower. Next up, we have Cryogeddon. I think that's the name. And you are actually pretty good, despite only being in the new DLC from the looks of things. Like the is that the no? I know for sure that the nope, the Electroquake is in the. Whoops, never mind. Okay, they introduced the Frost guy in the Rayman DLC, and it can be useful, since I'm pretty sure none of the enemies except for the super big bosses resist this guy, and it is pretty good option. But you only have 4 sparks to choose from in the Rayman DLC, so the options are limited for sure. The options are limited, and this guy can be pretty good for like stopping many shenanigans, like especially from like the many wild claws that infest the game. But even then it's kind of just it's very it's mid it's like it's just in the very middle between always considering niche, but like it would it's for sure high. But if I had to leave it somewhere, it'd for sure be high niche. Next one, Cryostorm. And it's basically the same thing, but like it's not guaranteed to actually hit everything, so it's kind of just down here now because it gets outclassed. Well, actually, since this appears in the main game, no, it does not appear in the main game. It appears in the DLC, but in the last Spark Hunter, I think. But regardless, yes. But yeah, regardless, it, I mean, you can stop enemy movement, but there's like lots of options you can do to like. Hmm, well, actually, I'm just gonna leave. I mean, this guy would be low. These two would for sure be low. Well, you would be niche because well, you can easily miss one with storm. Like I had storms miss. I had like again miss a hit on a something important before. It did not end pretty for me at all. So that goes in niche because I have a vendetta. What's next? Electro Dash. Very situational. Trust me. And like it's good. And like shock damage, like the extra damage you get from shock itself is pretty good, especially when it's against effective enemies. But other than that, meh. The enemies have to be really close to each other to get the shock effect, or like pretty near each other. But even then, not that good. Electro Storm, like you can hit everything around, but you know, not quite. It's not quite. You get damage. You get electric damage, which is really good. I mean, it's extra weapon damage in essence. So plus this pairs well with Rabbid Mario. This pairs really well with Rabbid Mario actually, because you just get extra damage for sake of extra damage. So this can go in high niche. Yeah, I guess that's all the arguments I can come up with. Because like it very much gets outclassed in the well, eh, whatever. Anyways, Electro Geddon or Electroquake. What wired? Well, Electroquake. It's definitely the same thing as the Electrostorm except better. Or is it Electro? Why the fuck do they have Geddon and Geddon and Quake when they just release like shockwaves and storms? Like makes sense, damn it. Okay. Anyways, we have Kong cameo. Now, it's it's definitely the one of the weird ones of this list. But if I had to put it somewhere, like if you want to destroy some cover and do some like neutral damage, that's fine. Like for sake of like well, I don't know, just it's just there. But like it can be pretty good in some situations. Plus, I'm pretty sure it can knock back some enemies too. Yeah, it sends some enemy bouncing, but it doesn't give them the splash effect, unfortunately. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's very damn useful. It's pretty useful. It's definitely up here with the splashes. Definitely up there. Next we have oh no. Oh boy. We have what's your name? Mayhem. Pretty it's definitely something. Now, Mayhem and what's it called? The why do I I hate forgetting shit. Mayhem in The Last Spark Hunter, it is well, it causes mayhem. Like, sure, it has it can confuse one random enemy, and it has the 35% chance it could confuse three more. But like, it's it's niche as hell, bro. Not to mention it's way worse. It would very much go in either very situational, low very situational, or high no. In the if we're talking Rayman DLC here, because let's be real, ugh, let's be real. like having next to no chance. I mean, confusing one other target. Is that it? Is that really it? That's not really that good. Like you're usually pulling people together with Rayman's tornado ability or magnet dance. So what the hell are you gonna do? So what the hell are you really gonna waste a slot on this guy just to attempt to cause some chaos when you could have used like one of these other guys? That's not really it. I'm gonna put him in like high, very situational. Like as much as I want to put him in niche, it's not really like it doesn't really it doesn't really seem like a spark that would go in niche. You can disagree with me on this for you hypnotized lovers, but I mean for you mayhem lovers, but you know it opinion is opinion. It, even though I'm trying to my best to be objective with fact and shit. Next up we have Berserk. Now Berserk is interesting. You deal more damage and gain more damage resistance for each enemy within the range you activate Frenzy. And it lasts for one turn, I think. Actually, I have no idea how long it lasts. It lasts for one turn. Does it? Is that the cooldown? The cooldown is 3 turns. Lasts for one, I think. Yeah, it for sure lasts for one turn. And it can be good if you're like doing some shenanigans with Rabbid Mario and Magnet Dance. Plus, it increases heroes' HP. That's what you should have done, Reflect. But mm, you have, I mean, say you have like 10 enemies. Well, that's not realistic. Say you have like 4 to 6 enemies. You're getting either 40% or 48%. Nah, that's 5. Wait, I can't even math correctly. What the fuck? Okay, you're getting like 40 to 52%. Did I math right? 54% math. I can't speak or math. I'm getting 40 to 54% damage boost. Nope, 56. Ugh. I can't even math correctly. Whatever. No, it's not even 54. Fuck. Whatever. 32 to 48. For 32 to 48 damage, buff, and resistance. Basically nearing like basically just 40% on average or higher because shenanigans. Like like if you get 7 enemies, good on you. I don't know how what type of map you're playing, but goddamn, enjoy yourself with that fuck I forgot math again. 8 times 7 56% damage increase. It 50% essentially 50% damage boost. Good luck with that. Even though this guy can just do it what like regardless. And like you can apply defense boost with this guy on another hero. That is not Rapid Mario. I mean, you could stack all of these three together to create a menace to society in the front lines, but eh, is it really worth it? Like you're wasting a slot on something that you could like boost your damage, like not only like boost your damage, like you could boost your crit damage, which I would usually go on Rapid Mario. I mean crit percent, which I would usually go with Rapid Mario because his damage is absurd as is, and you're only making it more absurd with the crit percent chance. So I would consider it niche, very high niche though, just because of how Rabbit Mario uses it alone. And like, doesn't it? Yeah, it in no actually you can't use get around with you have to use get around with something else with somebody else. I mean, you have to use gather around with somebody else. So, hmm, but regardless, it's very niche. Like I can see the potential with it for sure, but it's niche as hell. It's for damn sure niche. Anyways, next we have Selfie, the DLC. Yeah, it is very much goddamn needed in the DLC. Like I played all of that on demanding, and let me tell you, you need Selfie just to beat a lot of stuff. But anywho, I mean just to survive. Well, not really. The final boss is easy without. Well, it is it easy? I mean, it's definitely trivial, but it's made a lot quicker with Selfie. Water break. It's definitely made trivial. Selfie is made trivial. No, no, fuck. I can't speak the name. Selfie helps in a lot of ways. Even though it can only be applied to either Rabbid Mario or Rabbid Peach, Rabbid Peach can utilize it the best. Why? Well, because well, you get extra healing and more damage from anywhere. As long even high cover, you just get like a small amount of damage, which is any damage is good. And like, look, whatever. Selfie's utility is absurd, and it's top tier. I don't know why. If it was in the main game, it would be fucking broken. And the amount of shit that you would use with Selfie is ridiculous. Well, you could use, but we can't have nice things, can we? But anyways, next up, Magnet Dance. Always consider. Well, hmm, actually, it's kind of like a. Here's the thing: Rapid Mario uses it the best. It can also be used. Well, actually, yeah, it would be somewhere in like the middle of always consider. But you can use it in so many ways. Baiting enemies in just to get hit by like a hero side or something. You know, stuff like that. Like it does what it's told. It does its job pretty well, and it has a big range, just like Rabbid Mario's original ability, which is like from Kingdom Battle, which is Magnet Dance. Yeah, I will always refer to it as Magnet Dance and never say Gather Round because come on, why? But anyways, yeah, it literally be like that. Glitter is just shining on normally as it should. Next, we have Pyrogeddon. I mean, you like chaos. I mean, if you like chaos, go for this one. But like, I don't really see that as a good thing. Your own characters can't get burned if, especially when they're too close. Now this guy, he's very niche. You can shoot from afar with like Luigi or something and burn the enemies and get them out of position and all that. Like if you successfully hit them and like cause some crazy chain stuff, which is really good in essence, but it's not ultimately like needed, though it is quite preferred. So yeah, you for sure go higher. The utility of these guys are pretty good though. I'll put you higher, but you know you could you there could have been better. Like imagine well, actually a burn dash would be dumb. Not a burn dash, like a dashing burn. Nope, nope. Pyro dash. That actually sounds. Oh god, that's it. That's OC, isn't it? But pyro dash would sound. Pyro dash would actually be a funny thing just to add to the game, unironically. But anyways, yeah, these guys are pretty good for what they do. There's gonna be a lot of sparks and niches in there. All right. Ooh, very very painfully situational. Like toxic damage. like you're probably gonna take out the enemy before they before they get killed by poison. And like poison damage can be devastating against your heroes because well, poison damage. You usually care about poison damage on your heroes instead of the enemy. And whenever you do get poison on the enemies, you kind of just forget and like you get lucky when they like die before doing anything on their turn. Wait, no, they die after their turn. Never mind. But hey, that's one less enemy to take care of, I guess. But still, it's not really that worth it, especially when shock does it better, like with extra damage, and you can even like poison your own units if you with if whoever's not carrying this guy. So that's also bad. So it's kind of just not really worth it. It's not quite worth it. Like the only use I could see this guy getting is like against those chicken holders. But even then, those holding wild claws. But even then, nah, not really. These two are no for sure. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like it's unfortunate because like you can be put poison damage is ooze damage is flexible, but it's not really a good it's not really a good super effect. Like it's only good against your heroes because you have limited amounts of HP and like it takes like either a set amount of damage or percent damage. I don't exactly know, but look, if you were able to use these against bosses, that would be great, but you can't. So that's unfortunate. Install them out, you can't. You just can't. Which is very highly unfortunate. So next up we have the vamps. All of the vamps. Vamp Dash, funny, but it's niche. Like, you get bonus vamp damage against anything in the game. And let me tell you, vamp damage is absurd. Oh wait, I just realized all these are guests, not vamps. But regardless, vamps, you can just get high damage on anything, even bosses that seem to resist quote unquote everything except vamp apparently. So you know, if you want if you want more dash damage, then go ahead with this guy. I mean, you could also like use like sparks with athlete, but even then, this guy right here, he can also heal HP. If you're using edge, you may as well just go with this guy. If you're like constantly in the front lines with like this guy here or something like that. So yeah, pretty good option. Actually, it should be an always consider. Why not? Or well, it's high niche or I'm feeling high niche kinda. I don't know. I think about it. Yeah, no, you're very situational. Like you don't even heal that much. Like you don't even heal that much. It's not that good damage. Like I know pyro does more damage, but that's because it's like area effect damage. So wait, no, that you kind of do area effect damage too, but regardless, it doesn't heal that much, and like unless literally every enemy is like in a goddamn cluster, and like three vampiric balls of stuff flies out at you, then cool, but no, just no. Sorry, but no. But anyways, yeah, that's essentially. It's just very. I'm just leaving it the notes here. It's not that good. I'm sorry, but no. Like there are better there are way better vampiric options, and there are only two other ones. And like, so I'm sorry, but no, this guy almost always use. Like, come on, like vamp in the original Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is absurd, and in this game, it's even more absurd because nothing resisted. Literally nothing resisted. So you can just hit bosses like a truck, especially with damage boost. These two together are like the ultimate combo. Like they are the like these two alone are essentially just the boss just essentially makes up the boss music for the enemies, which is hilarious. So, yeah, almost always use a combination. Well, you don't even have to use a combination. This guy alone just makes a lot of things great. And then we have the Oozer Master. You're top tier. Look, I don't care what you say. The utility of making enemies not be able to shoot you in the face is great. Oozer Master, purely top tier. Come on. Like, there is. You cannot argue with me the utility of Oozer Master is bad. Except when they're like out of range and like don't decide to do shit. Then it gets annoying. But regardless, other than that, like Oozer Master is well, I mean I guess there are some situations where like you can't afford to use them, which can't really afford to use them, which sure. But it's like extra body. But the masters, they are extra body blockers, which, pretty good stuff. Plus you can negate Plus, you can negate enemy abilities that are already active. Well, this guy can if he's in range of everyone, and they will usually prioritize hitting everyone if possible, and staying in a good range where like they're like behind cover or something. But regardless, yeah, they'll prioritize hitting everyone with their debuffs. So, you know, it's good at the very least. It's mostly good. So there's that. Um, I mean, I could argue more. I mean, the one downside to it is that if an enemy is like oozed and you're trying to dash to an enemy and without one of these two, then yeah, you're just essentially as good as screwed. You're just screwed. You're just screwed with this guy around. I mean, it's very high, almost always used, but it's I mean not very high. It's very high, always consider and low almost always used, but it can be argued that like these two can for sure be swapped out around the place here and there. I don't know. I'll keep you here for now and see if I can make any edits. Let's go over the other masters. You are like you're just an extra filler, and you are for sure niche as hell. Like I'll tell you what. Like extra damage is always good, especially when boosted by this guy and far away. But and if you have a safe perch to just shoot people from, it's good. The sniper master is good. Better than better than that, like as I've seen with a comment, like yeah, they could just stay back and do nothing, which is very damn useless. So it kind of sucks in a way, and especially since like the other masters are good are does do more than the sniper. Since I mean, well, you have long range damage, even though Luigi's like better at it at 100% of the time. But I mean, bike and climb all well. Eh. Nah, who cares? Luigi can team jump it from any goddamn place. But regardless, he it's kind of outclassed. Well, not it's not outclassed. It's just lacking. It's just lacking. Maybe if it did like more absurd damage, then it could be they could be higher. But it's niche. It's unfortunately niche. It's painfully niche. Next up, we have Squash That Master, and I'll admit, as much as I like her, she is kind of just she is kind of just go in and die. Like she does prioritize in disrupting the enemy, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad. Especially when you're trying to like keep an enemy away from you, and she just happens to just gus quake an enemy towards somebody low or something, which sucks. So you always have to play around her. You always have to play around her, which is another factor that kind of sucks. But she can be pretty good in some situations. But like in the DLC, she's very situational because like there are so many gust resistant enemies in the Rayman DLC. But other than those, she's not the best, but she's not the worst either. She definitely has utility. She does not get counterattacked by by those bastards that has counterattack. Like those vampiric guys or those uh those snipers that just those snipers in the Rayman DLC that just says, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot you. Shoot you if you shoot me. Which is funny, but these two are very niche. She's actually I'll argue that she's lower in the niche tier, but you know. But anywho, finally we have the Smash Master. I mean the Wild Claw fuck. The Wild Claw Master, and it has lots of HP. The only problem that's holding it back is range. And like sure people it can be shot at and like move place to place, but it eventually loses all that sorry. It eventually loses all of that HP if once it takes enough hits. Especially when but like it can do so much group damage when it gets so close to an enemy. Especially when it's like a wild claw and like there's another enemy nearby the our wild claw that are on our side. So, you know, there's that to consider. Better than better than plus it does pretty damn good damage if it's close enough. Better than that, eh. I mean, it's a good body blocker. You can basically put it on anything, and it has physical protector, which is also something to consider. So there's that too. So yeah, you are. Mm, are you better? Well, utility, utility wise, it's lacking uh against the what User Master. What's it called? Yeah, User Master. You're definitely lacking against User Master, but like the but the pure health and pure damage and well just pure health and pure damage of and the fact that you're just gonna run in a straight line to anything just so you can like do your thing. It's better than User Master in that sense. User Master is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. It but but its limitations. But like due to how like it does poison damage and all that I said about him, it's gonna be an always consider. But like personally, I would just make a tier list in the middle just to put in almost always consider. That's funny. Anyways, we have oh boy, baby's first RPG. I'm sorry, I had to, but like it's niche, and like the absurd thing about it is you can revive multiple teammates in a clutch situation if you're like going balls to the wall without this guy or something, and it's pretty good, especially when you have like the heal amplifier ones equipped to the other guys. But and I'm pretty sure Rabbit Peach is nope. I don't think her mega heal ability just helps with that. I don't think it does. But regardless, yeah, it's not bad. It's definitely like for noobs that like or people that just do not that have that one contingency plans. I'm sorry guys, but but like I'm being honest here. But like there are definitely other options to like just decimate the enemy without dying, you know? Not to mention like more damage, more options. And like this path being an option if that's for like safety reasons instead of like consistency. Well, not consistency. What the fuck am I saying? I'm sounding like these. I mean, well, it's not a bad thing, but like, bleh. But anyways, I mean, healing amp. It's an option. It's a safe option, but if the person, I mean, if the hero holding the safe option dies, then that safe option is essentially gone. So it's kind of a risky thing, you know. Well, anyways, then we have niche incarnate. I mean, well, it's weird. It's weird. Um, Regenesis is weird. Yes, she can heal the hero a lot per turn for 3 turns and just be on cooldown for one. But like it doesn't heal immediately until like at the end of the next turn. Wait, no, does it just no, it doesn't work like that. But it's weird because like I mean you can definitely do some shenanigans with it. You know, like you can always save the hero by a pinch, and it gives more HP, which is also good. So yeah, I definitely should move this up. Actually, I should move you up too. You are both good. You, hmm, hmm. Yeah, I'll think about you after regenesis analysis. That's a good rhyme. But regenesis is definitely an intriguing option if you want like survivability instead of reliability, which is funny. But and like it's really good on heroes like Princess Peach and Rabbid Mario, just because and Rabbid Luigi because well they have those op. Well, Rabbid Mario with this guy, yeah, you're not dying. Rabbid, I mean regular Princess Peach, you're just essentially waiting for your team barriers to come back up. And Rabbid Luigi, you're Rabbid Luigi. Good fucking luck trying to kill this guy with this thing on hand. Yeah, you're definitely a higher than a. You're definitely a high. Always consider. Well, you're good in the high always considered tier above Kong cameo, I guess. But yeah, Regenesis is pretty good for what it does. Like if it healed like 25% each turn, then that would be oh then that would definitely put it in niche. But since it heals 40, it's not bad. In the Rayman DLC, it heals less, but like, come on, it's Regenesis. But you have limited options anyways, and you're probably not gonna waste it on Regenesis. But it's pretty good in the main and in the main game and the second and the last bar the last Spark Hunter DLC. Also, Tower of Doom. I don't talk about it with any of these. I highly doubt the DLC ones that came out after the Tower of Doom appears in Tower of Doom anyway. So whatever. I mean, the argument is the same for the Tower of Doom anyways. So yeah. Next we have Scaredy. Well, what the hell's its name? Screech. Okay. Whoops, gotta go. That's a it's it's definitely niche, to say the least. Like Splash, does it better. Well, I mean, well, Screech. The enemies move away as far as possible. Well, do they move as far as possible? Not quite, but like they just essentially go. They just essentially go out, like get away. It's like a get away from me tool, and like it can be as good as like can be as offsetting as the Aquaquake, and you do get bonus crit, and you do affect everything, including the super bosses. Hmm. You know, I don't think I use Screech enough. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't use Screech a lot because I don't really prefer using him in like some of my strats with like where I usually use like these two because they're broken. But regardless, and this guy too because I prefer them being in instead of out. But if you do play carefully, this guy can be pretty good. And then I don't know why these three were the last ones, but I guess we're saving the guests for last. They are essentially a weaker splash, though gust dash, like a directional dash, its enemies can be pretty good. Unless you're like a yeah directional dash into enemies can definitely be pretty good. Though though it's kind of like though it's less than splash because well, you know, and wasting your attack on gust abilities is kind of just why aren't you? It's kind of like why aren't you using splash basically? Because splash is essentially way better. Not to mention that if you use Hero Smite, splash just basically like nullifies, not nullifies. What the fuck am I saying? Splash just basically splash is just applied to an enemy for like that turn, and like you can just splash them in there, splash them again for further distance. So there's that, which is wacky. Then there's if you're not near walls, like like if you're if you're not near well let me see what's a good situation for a Zephyr Quake. Like this guy, like if you're near breakable walls that leads to out of bounds, then he would be good in a group of enemies. But compared to Aquaquake, not it's not quite. It can definitely be used, especially against like those that resist aqua abilities, but other than that, it's the same as a Aquaquake. So it's essentially slightly worse than Aquaquake because the amount of shenanigans you can do with the splash effect. So yeah, let's see what other edits do I want to use. Only in DLC, still better than him. Yeah, that's pretty good. Do I think? Nah. That that's the what's your name? I can't remember your name. Starburst. Why the fuck can I remember a name like that? Starburst is like literally absurd, anyways. But yeah, you perfectly fit the top of always consider. You are very good in options. There are better attack options, but you are the second best one. Uh, Barring this guy, because he is just the thing everybody always has anyway. So this is an attack option. This is a top attack option, and you cannot tell me otherwise. This is just a support thing, not an attack option. Okay. Anyways, we have Magnet Dance support, which is pretty good. Pretty good in some cases. Like it enables like it enables like it enables the strats better than these guys. Like eh, it depends. It depends. But like it enables like hero site strats, which are really good. Hero site strats, Rapid Mario shenanigans. Uh, let's see, Wild Claw shenanigans and other nonsense. Pretty very good option for these three in particular. That these three are like in the group of we want you away from us or we want to disrupt you. Oh yeah, he also splashes like bounces people away. Like well, it's like splash effect except not splash and not permanent, but you destroy cover and hits everything for neutral damage, which ain't bad. Which is probably better for like better. Well, it's just better like I mean I guess what does more damage actually? Let me see. Pretty sure I fully upgrade. Nope, I didn't. Oh no way. Oh, Con Cameo does more damage, right? Does it? No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's just like as much damage as it can do. I don't know I don't know what the fuck does more damage, but regardless, Cameo is pretty good. Wait, whoops, I got the wrong thing here. My bad. I forgot Cameo was literally. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Like this doesn't do damage. It's on the weird side. It's weird. It's weird, but it's an option. It's a good option. Also, a good option. Also, good option. Also, I love their face. Zephyr is outclassed, but it can also be a budget option because why the fuck not? Or you just use too many star bits on it and didn't feel like using star bits on this thing, which is funny. Also, the same thing as these guys, but just as outclassed. Oh boy, Pyro, Pyrostar, or whatever you're called. Mm, I mean, you definitely can do more with Pyro from afar than Gus from. Well, I mean, they 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 both have the same effect, except this guy just makes enemies run around longer. Though if you're closer range, then good luck. I feel like it would be perfect at top of niche. Yeah, it's fitting to be at top of niche. let's see. Like, the only thing carrying this guy is Rapid Mario shenanigans, but Rapid Mario shenanigans literally makes up like a good majority of the tier list of the top tiers, like Magnet Dance, uh, fuck, Magnet Dance. This guy probably, this guy, probably this guy. This crit, because seriously, this gives absurd amount of crit. This guy, this guy, but like a good majority of these guys, it's ridiculous. But anyways, I mean, it's enabled by Rapid Mario shit, but even then, it's kind of just eh. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. It gets less damage boost than resistances. In the Rayman DLC, so it's worse. It's way worse. Scorpion is not bad. You are situational. You are situational. You are situational. All situational. You would prefer to be far, but like, unless the enemy's out in the open, there's no way you are hitting that shot unless you're Rapid Peach on. Actually, putting this on Rapid Peach ain't bad. Like, she hits almost everything. As long as the cover is breakable. As long as the full cover is breakable, she can hit it. So, wait, does Daphne count? I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, yeah. Utility, close range, utility. Oh, your splash. I forgot. You deserve to be up here. But anyways, yeah. Oh wait, no, you're Frost. I'm stupid. Okay, my bad. Yeah, you're around here. My bad. I got two sparks confused the whole time. I'm sorry, comment section. You can delete the comment now, please. Please delete it. I fixed my mistake for the love of God, please. Okay, anyways. Squashette. Definitely weird. Below, I mean, the budget option, not the budget option, what the fuck am I saying? The safe option is better than the need to commit, uh, need to commit hours into the game just to get an option or whatever. But anyways, I mean, why, uh, actually, why the hell did I say that? It does not take hours to get that, to get Squash that Master. I mean, it takes a bit of like, I mean, you do need keys and good enough puzzle skills, but other than that, meh. Hmm. Yeah, Squash it ain't bad. It's not the best, and it just follows under follows just behind the futility of this thing. Okay, actually, this thing might be the best out of these all of these guys because at the very least you can dash a guy, keep him in place, hide behind cover if you're able to see them. If hide behind cover that allows you to shoot at the enemy you recently froze without them shooting back in any way, and that's good. Other than that, meh, pretty niche, pretty niche, but it's the best out of the frostbite abilities. Power Gen, as I've said, niche. You are actually good in like close quarters nonsense, but you are on. You do better group damage. You cause I mean, you can cause chaos, but your chaos is not that good. Painfully situational, you will be higher. You'll be very much higher. All of these three are kind of in the same realm. Also, if you're dashing multiple enemies, you're just gonna dash them anyways, and the electricity doesn't chain that much. So there's not really a point to it. And these three are pure no. Like, you could argue to have a use for this guy, but not really for me. And these two, outclassed, and their super effect only do not benefit you whatsoever, unless you're just running Princess Peach with another hero running the other version of the other toxic, the other ooze thing. But yeah, that's my tier list. I'm actually gonna save this. Uh, okay. Well, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna save this. I'm just gonna celebrate because that was a good analysis from my end. I don't know what the fuck I'm typing. I'm too tired. Okay, I am too damn tired. But regardless, that was not bad. Not a bad analysis of all the sparks in Sparks of Hope. The ones you can utilize in game. No. Uh I don't know when I'm gonna finish the playthrough next, but hey. At the very least, Daphne's up next. And you will hear me simp so hard for her. So like and subscribe or some shit, I don't know. Just enjoy yourself after this very painfully very painful analysis on Sparks of Hope. Sparks of Hope Sparks. Why? I don't know. But they're good. Some are good, some are horrendously unable to be used because there are just some that are way better than others. I mean, they can be used if you want, but like, no thanks. But anyways, yeah, that was that was all. See you guys, whenever I guess. Holy shit, I've been talking for an hour.